Guitar Heroes, Eric Andres, your Guitar Sage here for part 3 of how to keep your chords out of the poop zone. So we've talked about this, right? Are you having problems with buzzing or muted notes, or do you find yourself having to contort your body and drop your shoulder and do all these crazy things to play your chords right? Well, if you're new to chords, that's probably the case. Or if you've been playing for a bit and you're having some issues over time, it's probably that your technique didn't develop the correct way because you weren't shown the right way. That's what this 3-part series is about. Well, part 1, I talk about the importance of observation and this idea of neural paths. I know, sounds crazy, but I promise you it's very helpful. And in part 2, I talked about the importance of having some space in between the palm of your hand and the guitar neck. Really important. In this part here, we're talking about the importance of keeping your knuckle curled, right? You want a knuckle sandwich? You ever heard that one? You want a knuckle sandwich? That's to help you remember this, okay? I don't know ever in the history of ever where someone would answer, yes, I do want a knuckle sandwich. You want a knuckle sandwich? No, thank you. I've just eaten. That's what I would say. But I guess they said that back in the 50s maybe. So talking about knuckles here, it's really uber important that you understand the importance of curling this last knuckle. I'd say every single day in my program, in the Unstoppable Guitar System, I have somebody that emails me and says, oh my gosh, that one trick about the knuckle has revolutionized the way that I play guitar. I can play clean chords now all of a sudden. The light switch went on. So it's important. And here's what I mean by this, okay? So like think about it a minute. If you're doing karate, right, and you've got this hand, a lot of times they'll pull the fingers in because you don't want to be hitting somebody with, I mean you can, but a lot of times they'll teach you to do this, to pull your knuckles in, or at least they did in my Taekwondo, in my Hapkido class. So if you're chopping somebody, they don't call it chopping, but you don't want to hurt your fingers, break a finger. So you do that, you're pulling them in, you're putting more weight into the hand, that sort of thing. So that's what I want you to think about, is I want you to think about that right there, and I want you to think this last knuckle, curling it as much as possible. So without the guitar, right now, take your hand, put it up in the air, and curl that last knuckle till it's absolutely white, okay? You want to just really force it like that, to where it's like a 90-degree angle. That is going to be your ultimate goal when you're playing these chords in the beginning. You want to go to the far end of what you've been doing, which is like a lazy chord, okay? And so when you curl that last knuckle, watch what happens here. Now I'm going to observe the first 2 parts in this series, but I'm going to leave out the third and see what happens. So I'm observing where my fingers are at. I'm right behind the fret. I'm right on my fingertips. I'm going to drop my thumb so I have some space here behind, or some space here, you know, in between the neck and the guitar. So I'm going to do that. So I'm doing all those things that are necessary, but I'm not curling the last knuckle, but I'm doing everything else right. Listen to this chord. So I've got 2 notes sounding. Why is that? Okay, the reason being is because these knuckles, the last knuckle, the one closest to the fingertip, is not being curled. And so in order to do this, what we need to do is we need to think curling those fingers up like that. That's all you have to do. Here I am at the chord. I just think about curling that knuckle. Now doing that actually allows me to bring, as I've been playing for a bit, allows me to bring my thumb over the top of the neck. Now, for those of you that are new, I wouldn't suggest that, but if you're just dead set on having your thumb up here, try curling that knuckle as much as possible, and I guarantee you, you're gonna have better sounding chords. You're gonna be in a better place, okay? So curl that last knuckle. That's really going to allow these chords to sing out, because now the back of that, the pad of that finger is not touching the string below it, which is the usual case. All right, my friends, hey, that is it for this series. Hopefully you liked it. So if you did, please hit thumbs up. Please share with your buddies, with your guitar buddies. Subscribe. The best thing you could be doing if you like my videos is to share on social media and to like and do all that, because that helps other people know. It helps them come to me. Maybe I sell them a pick and I can keep the lights on for another 2 seconds, that sort of thing. So let me know how I can help. My friends, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, MySpace. I think I am on MySpace actually, a long time ago. All those other places. Please let me know how I can help. YourGuitarSage.com/30. Lots of free information in that free course. My gosh, my friends, that course is easily worth $1,000. I give it away for free. If you were visiting me here in Nashville, I'd be teaching you the same stuff in this course, and I provide it for free. So just because it's on the screen, don't freak out. You can come to me here in Nashville. I'm gonna charge you $100 an hour, or go and get the free course at YourGuitarSage.com/30. I specifically made it for you and the other folks around the world who can't be with me here in Nashville. So go take advantage of that. As always, my friends, spay and neuter your animals, be kind to one another. Don't trust the man, and practice your guitar. I'll see you.